For the past year, students across Singapore have been waiting for the time to shine. Honing their craft in disciplines ranging from choir and dance to Chinese orchestra, hundreds of school teams are celebrating their achievements at the biggest event of the school calendar, the Singapore Youth Festival. The Chinese Orchestra category for the Singapore Youth Festival has been pushing students to new heights since its inception. Each team is made up of a minimum of 24 students to a maximum of 80 students. Among them is Yen, a flute soloist, and Harshini, a 组合木鱼 player. This year, both Yen and Harshini are dreaming big for the SYF and hope to shine among all the participating schools. Evergreen Primary School's Chinese Orchestra has been training students for the past decade. Starting with only 60 pupils 10 years ago, the orchestra has grown to more than 120 in total. Yen has been training with this group for 4 years. He enjoys working with the orchestra because he feels their school encourages them to do their best each year. These young students work hard at every practice, and it's not easy to bring together a perfect symphony with so many different instruments. Each school has to play 2 different pieces, a mandatory set piece and a choice piece. The set piece is 春晓, or dawn in spring, and it includes a vocal section where students have to sing a 4-lined poem in the correct pitch.
因为音乐里边有合奏有 solo， 在这个笛子部分这部分很重要。一开始，它的那种意境，春晓的意境都在里边。
Yen has been playing the flute for the past 4 years. His impressive grasp of the instrument caught his conductor's attention, and he was given the opportunity to be one of the soloists for this year's SYF.
As a soloist, I have to remain calm and confident, and I also have to focus on the conductor.
Yen takes his role as soloist seriously because it's an important part that creates the mood for the entire song.
In our solo, Vincent will play first, then followed by me. Because on the last SYF, I also played the small flute, and he also played the big flute, so we are like more familiar with it.
Each member of the flute team plays different flutes with various pitches to have a contrast of sound and tone.
The flute comes in different sizes. The smaller it is, the louder and shriller the sound is. The bigger it is, the lower the sound is. This is the smallest flute I have, and it has a loud and shrill sound. What Vincent is holding now is the lower type, which has a lower sound. The challenging of playing the flute is this flute because it's very small and it's very difficult to handle where you have to squeeze your fingers into the holes. I joined the Chinese orchestra in primary 1. I chose the Dizi because I thought it has the most unique sound in the whole orchestra. It was what I thought the most easiest.
Each section in the Chinese orchestra is personally trained by various instructors specializing in each instrument.
很好 OK 休息一下子
Today, Yen and his teammates practice their portions together with the help of their instructor. This practice is especially crucial for Muyan as he has been given the responsibility of playing a solo piece and he needs to fine-tune his playing to make it impeccable.
1, 2，掌声。
With constant help and support from his instructor, Muyan is able to hone his skills. This opportunity provides Muyan a chance to showcase his passion to a bigger audience. Meanwhile, at Princess Elizabeth Primary School, the Chinese orchestra team is getting ready for another day of practice. This 10-year-old orchestra has a relatively small group taking part in this year's SYF. Harshini, a primary 3 student, is the Zuhe Muyu player in the percussion team. She is participating in the SYF for the first time. It is also her first time performing on stage.
I have been playing this instrument since the mid of last year. It was easy to learn because the techniques are easy.
The muyu, literally known as the wooden fish, is one of the percussion instruments used in the orchestra.
The Zuhe Muyu has 5 wooden boxes. Each wooden box produces a different pitch. Instead of your elbow, you should use your wrist to beat. If you use your elbow, it's not a good way because you will get tired.
Initially, when Harshini joined the CCA, she knows nothing about what she's playing or about her instrument. I think the growth is from knowing nothing to actually learning something, and now she knows almost everything about the instrument she's playing. I think this is an amazing achievement for her.
Harshini has learned to play various instruments over the years, but she did not start out playing the Zuhe Muyu.
When I started going Chinese orchestra, I played the zhongran. Because of SYF, they needed more percussion pupils, so I was called to join the percussion group.
She found it a challenge to change from zhongran to Zuhe Muyu because she knew nothing about the instrument in the first place. Therefore, I think it's a big challenge for her, but she has risen to the occasion well.
But this is not the only challenge Harshini had to overcome in the Chinese orchestra.
I understand Chinese, but I don't know how to speak it in a reply way. I know what he's telling and what he wants me to do.
哈斯尼他现在听我讲中文，他基本上他是可以听得懂。如果说他听不懂的话，他会来问我。 问我以后，我会用比较简单的一些词语，然后放慢我的语序跟他沟通，这样子就完全没有问题。
Being a non-Mandarin speaking student, Harshini found it hard to understand the conductor when she first joined the orchestra. With only a week to the central judging, today's practice does not seem to be going well for the percussion team. The percussion team plays an important role because they control the tempo and mood of the music piece. However, all the members are new and inexperienced, so they need more time for practice.
My beat sometimes I did not count. My mistake is I hit too fast.
He cannot hit too fast, or else the other instrument cannot keep up.
I agree what they say.
Today practice is not good, so I think it should be better.
An artist in residence. Each week, one artist is paired up with an average Singapore family to create an art piece that will immerse, surprise, and shock them.
The shape is like
a football shape.
Personally, I really don't get it, but I can see how it's supposed to inspire. It's supposed to mean different things to different people. I don't know if that's how it works.
Will they love it or loathe the final art piece? Find out on Artist in Residence tomorrow, 10 p.m. on AOK.
An egotistic man.
결혼하고 싶어 줄 서 있는 여자들 사진만 쌓아도 빌딩 하나 써.
Action! An amazing stuntwoman.
근데 참 별난 일을 하네. 머리가 나쁜가?
너 의료보험 되지?
뭐?
He is simply unbelievable. His only goal at the stunt school
똑바로 안 해?
똑바로 하면 후회할 텐데.
Secret Garden premieres 16th July, Monday 10 p.m. on Channel U.
Singapore's first Congress for Kids.
I'm looking forward to Okto's Kids Congress to learn more about myself and to share stories with other students from different schools.
Okto's Kids Congress. Happening on 13th July, Friday at Republic Polytechnic. Okto's Kids Congress, organised in partnership with Chihuahua Primary School and supported by venue partner Republic Polytechnic and National Library Board. Share your views on the topic, making my school experience joyful and meaningful. Log on to cinemsn.com/Okto Kids Congress.
The Singapore Youth Festival Chinese Orchestra Central Judging is just around the corner. Harshini and the rest of the orchestra are working hard to perfect their pieces.
I like music because it's fun. I can play any instrument I want. My favorite instrument is all of the instruments in Chinese orchestra because it's fun to play and it has a different technique to play.
Harshini not only has to know how to play the 组合木鱼, she also has to synchronize with her friend Veron, who plays the marimba. They need to coordinate and work with each other to play their segment.
No, we play together, then he will just identify his.
哈士尼他在打他的木鱼的时候，他肯定要跟着马林巴一起来配合。如果说马林巴出现了任何意外，哈士尼这边他肯定会受一定的影响。
My friend played the marimba and she gets it wrong. I also do it wrong because there's a beat and a rhythm in a correct way. I think she should practice more so that when she gets it correct, I can play it correct. 2, 3, go.
Harshini understands that in a team, everyone has a specific role to play, and in the process, everyone makes mistakes.
唯一部分你还要压紧一点，就是你前面很好了。
Whenever there's a mistake, I have to wait again and again, and it's quite boring to wait. But I have to respect and be patient for others.
However, it is not only the percussion team that needs more practice.
低了，要这个音。
Every instrument makes a mistake in every note. Like example, the cello, the sona, the zhongran, and the marimba.
你自己都在笑，我就不用说了哈。
I also make mistakes. I can't get perfect because there must be a little bit, you must practice and practice so that you get perfect. I don't practice all the time, mostly.
The practice is over for the day, but some students are staying for some extra training. These girls from the Zhongran section are continuing to practice to ensure that they get it just right. Also with them are Harshini and the percussion team members. At last, after a long day of practice, Harshini and her friend are finally playing in sync. It's a Saturday. Ming, a flute soloist and a section leader, is practicing with his flute team.
Sometimes the juniors can be a bit playful, but now they are a bit more serious in their. Every time when I coach them, I try to be as gentle as possible, and so that they'll not feel discouraged and they will learn new things. Go. Ming is a good brother and he does his job well, and I like him as a leader.
Ming is a good example for we all, and we always blow something wrong, he will teach us.
Okay, we play the Yinggang, the part after the Tachi solo, okay?
Hsien is by nature a jovial and well-mannered boy. When he first joined the orchestra, he was a little reserved. Over time, playing the flute has helped him to grow and to be the confident leader he is today.
It gives him this sense of achievement where he's able to not only play it well, but also share with his friends, his peers, as to how they could do better. I guess he acted as a role model for his peers.
This is the last day of practice before the central judging, and Hsien and the orchestra are ready for the SYF. The orchestra is playing well, but all they need to do now is to inject emotion while they are playing. Hsien understands the importance of learning and practice to perfect one's skills.
"就这样。音乐很复杂，不只是你整齐就 OK， 还得有feeling，还得有情感，还得有表现，真是很难。
Actually, to me personally, feeling is very important as it describes how you're playing the music. Like if you are playing a very happy song in a very sad mood, it's not quite right. So your feeling is very important.
Hsien has to master playing his solo pieces with feeling, and he has a trick up his sleeve. Technical abilities and skills are not the only important aspects. Playing the music with emotion helps to portray the music more effectively.
My solo part is supposed to be happy, and I show feelings by moving around emotionally. Our teacher advised us to add in some feelings and move about while we're playing. It's also for our benefits and also teach us not to be so tensed up while we are playing, and it looks like we are so scared and unconfident.
Even with Hsien's experience from the last SYF, he still has butterflies in his stomach, as every SYF is a different experience.
Tomorrow is the SLF, it's a central judging, and I feel very nervous because I'm also playing a solo, and I'm nervous also because if I hit a wrong note, then I'll minus marks.
Even though he is nervous, Hsien is looking forward to the central judging. But will he be able to overcome his nerves to play well? The central judging is just a day away, and this is their last chance to perfect their pieces. Harshini and the orchestra are practicing in the school hall so that they are able to have a feel of what it is like to be on stage.
This is my first SYF. I feel nervous because I've never been to a Singapore Youth Festival before.
Tomorrow is the SYF Central Judging. Will she be able to calm her nerves in time?
They say that lions can't stand the water, but not for one lion and her cubs. They're doing something unexpected. Forced to adapt in this oasis, they have become supreme hunters in the water. Follow their story, Swimming Lions, tomorrow, 9 p.m. on Okto's Animal Night Wednesday.
On the season premiere of Conversation With, he makes a mission out of drafting the world's annual rich list, but says his real task is to put a smile on people's faces.
The purpose of business is not to pile up money, but to produce happiness.
Are you producing happiness?
We're enabling people to have the opportunity.
Meet the poster boy of free market capitalism, Steve Forbes, when Conversation With returns Wednesday at 8 p.m.
The day of the central judging has finally arrived. There are 38 primary schools participating this year, and Harshini and Ming are waiting. The atmosphere in the hall is alive with excited students waiting for their turn to perform. Last-minute preparations and pep talks are underway.
Confidently, we play the right note and we'll be okay. 可以吗？笑容。Okay, good. Go, 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 go.
等会哪一个要笑容，哪一个要？
春晓要笑，云港要 serious，OK？
让我们欢迎永青小学。
It's finally Evergreen Primary School's turn to wow the judges. With the performance over, the students are now at ease.
I'm relieved after the SYF. I think I did well, okay. Yes, I'm quite happy with my school's performance.
Well, I think it was very good, and I'm actually very glad that all their hard work has paid off.
While Evergreen Primary has finished their performance, it is only the beginning for Harshini and her friends. At their last rehearsal in the tuning room, Harshini and the rest of the orchestra is tensed in anticipation of their upcoming performance.
让我们欢迎伊丽莎白公主小学。
It's finally over and the students are all relieved.
I feel overjoyed that we did our best.
I feel quite happy for our performance as we had done our best.
I think I could be done better. I made some mistakes and I hope it doesn't affect so much.
Harshini is worried about her performance and has doubts about herself.
Harshini is okay, you've done a good job. Yeah, at least you tried your very best.
On the day of the results, everyone is waiting in anticipation. Princess Elizabeth received a silver award for their performance, and Evergreen Primary received a gold with honors. Ming and his team are overjoyed with the award they have received. Harshini, who is watching them, is happy for Evergreen's achievement.
Whatever results we get, it doesn't matter because we have done our best. SYF is a chance to show our talent. I made a good choice for joining Chinese orchestra. Because there's lots of instruments to play and it's fun, music is important in our daily lives because if there's no music, it will be lots of silence and we will get bored.
My experience in Chinese orchestra in a flute I learned the importance of teamwork and self-discipline. I learned how to discipline myself. The whole process of the trainings, what I feel is that I prefer the parts where we have very good teamwork, and it shows that we Chinese orchestra can, do it.
Harshini and Muyen have discovered that attaining their goal is not as important as the valuable experiences they have gained. They persevered through this process, and they have learned that it is their love and passion for music that has brought them through to the end.